Hey everyone, and welcome back to 31 Days of Horror. So, like I always say, this is me and the Randy Mole doing 31 horror reviews for October, our favourite time of the year. Some of them together, some of them apart, sadly. But tonight, I watched a film on my Todd, and it was the 2000, I made notes as I always do, 2016 Cabin Fever. So this is the remake of the, what was it, 2001, 2002 original, directed by Eli Roth. So this has involvement with Eli Roth by the looks of it. It's executive producer Eli Roth. It's a bit of a strange one to remake, not so long after the first one being made. I think this was just after all the remakes were going crazy, like the Friday the 13th, Freddy's, Jason's, which was a lot earlier on. But anyway, Cabin Fever. So, what did I think? Oh, no, can't do the likes first. Got to do the synopsis. Before I talk about synopsis, quick thing, it is a shot-for-shot, pretty much shot-for-shot remake of the original. So if you've seen the original, you've seen this one. Nothing new, nothing really different. A few changes here and there, like one of the guy at the convenience stores, the younger guy, so the older guy who really did kind of like inappropriate statements and things like that. So pretty much like for like. You're not going to see anything different on you. In that sense. So if you know the story of the original, you know the story of this. So it's basically about a bunch of college kids finish college and they go to a cabin in the woods for a weekend of sex, alcohol, like most college kids I assume do after finishing. So they go up there to the college, and one night they're not attacked, but a guy, like I suppose a hobo. Oh, no, he doesn't. He's not a hobo because they find later on the house where he comes from. Anyway, a guy approaches him who has an infection, and they basically want nothing to do with him, shoot him off, and off he goes. But so basically, then he's later on found in the lake, and he's got this basically a virus, and the virus is a skin-eating virus infection, which just makes your skin melt off, and you go bleh. And he infects the lake, which then the lake feeds the cabin, so it infects the water supply. So basically these kids end up getting infected, and it's how they react to each other and how it basically goes into carnage from there, about basically survival. And it's about how you treat people with infection, which is kind of fitting at the moment with the old COVID situation, in the sense that, the way the girl, she gets infected first, they basically get rid of her, and how they just treat ones who may have suspected infections. So yeah, like it's just basically a skin infection movie, isolation in a cabin. Yeah, have I explained that well? Maybe not. So let's go some likes as usual. Likes. Let's have a look. There's a female cop in here. I liked her, she's quite funny. I just put a female cop. I like the cabin design of this cinematography. I like the isolation, I like the setting. I really love to go to America or Canada, go to one of these lakeside cabins, wooden log cabins, and experience a whole weekend of partying in that sense. Drinking, smoking cigars and playing poker. It'd be lovely. And it just looks lovely. Where it's set, the cabin looks amazing, so I really like that. And the cinematography on the lake scenes, really, really good. Gore effects were great on this. I really did like the gore effects, and some of the deaths were just creepy. And there's a scene where there's one scene where they're trying to get down and dirty, and their thighs are rotting away, and it just, it's gross. And the dog scenes were great in it. They were really quite disturbing, where the dog's just staring at you with these bright, I think yellow eyes. This black dog. It's got more of a serious tone, because I think the original is more kind of a dark black comedy, whereas this one goes a bit more down the serious tone, and I thought that was good in that sense, a bit different compared to the original. Some of the cast were quite good in it. Some of the lead protagonist, she was good, and you got your typical jock dick who you dislike. So yeah, I enjoyed that side of it. So a couple of dislikes before I wrap up. Dislike, nothing new. Like I talked about earlier, it's just a like-for-like remake. They could have changed some things. I think they went down a safe route by doing it like-for-like. And I think there's a few sequels, which I need to watch. I think there's 2 sequels to the original Cabin Fever. So nothing new here, like I said. And also, although the cast did a good job, they are nowhere near as strong as the original. So I think, because you've watched the original, it's such a, like I said, like-for-like remake, I actually preferred the original cast, so I thought if you're going to do a remake, you've got to try and do it better if it's, if possible. I think the original cast was far superior to the remake. So there we go. Closing thoughts. I have seen this now twice, I think. Well, definitely twice actually. First time I bought it and watched it, I thought it was okay, but I really liked the original, so I didn't think it was good. But on second viewing, I really had a good time with this. I really did. Surprisingly fun. I think I texted Randy Moore while I was watching it saying, I'm having real fun with this. I don't think at this time of uploading and recording, he hasn't seen it. But yeah, I had a really good time. So definitely recommend this one to people. If you've seen the original, give it a go. It's the same, but not as good. If that makes sense. So there we go. Cabin Fever, 2016 remake. Did we need it? Probably not. Closing thoughts, 3 pumpkins out of 5. There we go. Right, that's me wrapping this one up. Thank you for watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, all that great stuff. And I'll see you again soon for another review. Peace.